Hello, Quantum Leap callers. Happy Thursday. It's Krystal Downey Shada, just leaving you a quick message. And today's message is interesting. My Offspring director, Meg Moore, and I did our Wild Wednesdays, which is awesome education that we do for our people fed into our Facebook groups and streamed in, I guess is a better way to say that, into our Facebook group. And the topic of last night was about, it went several different places in the 30 minutes that we were on. But one of the places that it went was talking about the stories that we are attached to, that we have emotional response to, that maybe don't support us. The stories of I'm not good enough, or I'll always not fit in, or stories of scarcity around money, or scarcity around love. You name it, there's a lot of different places that it can show up. But those are some of the stories that can be challenging for us, that drive us from the background when we don't realize it. Like, they're old stories, so when we are not aware of them, they can be driving us and we cannot know it at all. It's crazy. And by the way, we all have them. So if you're thinking, I don't have any of those stories, yeah, you do. We all do. It's just, what do we do with them? And do they run us? Or in our awareness of it, are we able to move through it and support ourselves through that? So I realized that I had a story that, in fact, I've had several realizations over the past couple of weeks around old stories that I've had that have not served me in my life, that have been the better part of my life. And just in the awareness of it, of course, half of it is already solved, because now that I'm aware of it, it's not running in the background. And in that awareness, I can start to make some different conscious choices about how I run my life. Well, there are some newer stories that I'm holding on to, and I have a lot of emotional energy. I like to be mad about it, or I like to be sad about it. And that doesn't mean it's comfortable, but I keep staying in it. And now there's a difference between grieving, where it comes in waves and we move through it, but this is more like a story that I'm holding on to. And I stay mad about it. And every time I bring it up, I'm mad. Or every time I bring it up, I feel victimized, or, those kinds of stories. Well, I had one that I was holding on to. And one of the greatest questions that you can ask yourself in that process is, what am I gaining from holding on to this story? Because there's a payoff. And if there wasn't a payoff, we wouldn't keep doing it. So there is a payoff for it. And I realized the payoff for it was, it gave me permission to play small. That was it. That was part of the payoff. It was a big part of the payoff. It's like, well, I'm mad about this situation, so I can just play small over here. However crazy that sounds, that actually was the payoff. It gave me that permission to do so. And really powerful awareness in that, because really the whole permission to play small is I was essentially mad, and in so doing, my madness was punishing me and my results and where I'm going, what I'm creating in life, right? And so it's really powerful to have some awareness around that so it doesn't continue to run you. So I got to reevaluate and say, wait a second, that's not okay with me. It's not okay with me to keep holding on to this story, because I'm the only one paying a price for holding on to this story. So why in the world would I keep doing that? I share all of this with you because we all have stories that we hold on to. And whether we know why we're holding on to it or not, whether we know the payoff or not, we all have them. By knowing what they are and then knowing what the payoff is for holding on to it, it can support us in shifting to have it be different, and to then be producing different results in that process. And by the way, these stories can be in business, they can be in your personal life, in your relationships, in your finances, these can show up in a lot of different places. So being aware of them is really powerful, so that you can then have it be different for you. So my question for you today is, what's the story What's the racket or the story that you're running? And what's the payoff for you to do so and to hold on to it? And what do you want to have as different results by choosing to let go of that and move through it and have it be different for you? So I know it's kind of a deep message today, and I trust you'll go where you need to go with it. All right. Have an amazing day. Hugs to you. Bye-bye.